Hi everyone, Sailor Pluto Tissa here, and today we're going to talk about this whole thing about, you know, me being a keeper of time and room. Let's not forget that. Now, a lot of folks out there might say, well, how did you become the keeper of time and room? If Pluto is the Latinist borrowed name for the Hellenish borrowed name Hades, and we know the English, if there is an English word for it, be underworld or hell world. So, underworld. So, why would you be the keeper of room and time? Now, there are sundriest takes on why this is, you know. But the only take I can come up with is that that God chose me. On whatever grounds, God chose me to be the keeper of time and room. And my work was to watch over the gate of time and make seen that, no one was coming from the past to go to the upcoming, or no one from the upcoming was going to the past, you know. And folks wonder, has there ever been anyone who did? Well, the inner sailor fighters did once. Now, a lot of folks might say, you were told that you could never leave the gate of time and you always had to watch it. Yes, that's true. Then folks will say, well, what about in the third following and in the fifth following? Now, it was in the books, I would guess, and he's in Sailor Moon, Crystal or Hearst, 24 between FYL. There was a guess that, something like this. There was a guess that Diana would take my stead. So if that happened, then I'm guessing that's what happened. You know. And some folks might say, well, that's it. And how long have you been the keeper of time and room? Oh, for sundriest years. I would say going back to the beginning, you know. And most of the time it can be boring being the keeper of room and time. Not really too many things happen. No, they don't. And you don't really get too many folks that too many things happening. Now someone asks, oh well, someone said if you were the keeper of room and time. And yes, Larini had one of your time tools. That told how she got back to the past. Now, they're like, how did the Black Moonkin do it? I don't know, they had a time tool. That's how they did it. At least that's how Rubius and his team did it. At the end of the day, they're like, at the end of the day, someone might bring up and say, oh, well, you know that Pluto or Underworld isn't a true world anymore. Yeah, a lot of folks like to bring that belief up. They like to say that since my world is now a small world, and small worlds are not worlds, well, at least in their belief they're not. Well, my world's still a world, even if it's a small world. And some folks might think that would, get my rank off the sailor fighters. But think again. At the end of the day, I take my work as the keeper of room and time truly earnest. And at the end of the day, God chose me to be the keeper of room and time, to watch over the gate of time, in his behalf, So, yeah. They're like, has anything happened at the gate of time? Since the dark, since the dead moon, since the dark moon canon. all that stuff. And the answer had to be no. Not that I think of. Well, yeah, it doesn't truly, hasn't happened lately. Sorry for that coughing there, but so it had to come out. Alright, that's my film talking about being a keeper of room and time. If you like this film, then follow us over here at Sailor Moon for Life. Watch the other film we made yesterday when Sailor Earth Ernest talked about some folks not being happy with him being Sailor Earth back in the day. I, Sailor Pluto, Tissa, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.